Alright, so for this second install here that we're working on, it's going to be the hood struts. So I was able to get them from Redline Tuning. Pretty nice. The only thing I don't like is I have to drill. So the bracket will install to this bolt here, from what I can see. So I got to take that off and put the bracket, which I'll go do that in a second here. These are the brackets that go on the bottom. And then the other second bracket will attach to this bolt here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to remove this bolt and the other bolt, install the brackets, and then I'll come back. The part that you have to drill with the Redline Tuning is this. You have to make this hole 5/8. I'm not a big fan of drilling the car, but so we don't have to use this anymore, I'll make an exception this time. But every other Redline Tuning, why didn't they put it here, you know? Figure out, put it here. It fit here, guys. And I wouldn't have to drill. But every other one, they use a different method to attach it, you know, maybe find a different hole somewhere. But no, we're going to be drilling this one out. So I'll be back with all that. I might have to make a part 2. Alright, so these are installed now, these brackets. One thing the instructions could be, I think, a little more clear out is that these have an anti-roll notch that goes into a groove like this one. It doesn't say if the notch should be touching the top or the bottom. So why that matters is it affects the angle of these brackets. I can't really show it too much. Let me see. So you can see. So I have them to the top. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. I guess I'll find out later in the installation. But that's how they look. So as of right now, I'm going to go ahead and drill out this hole. Next, they did provide a drill bit. We'll see if it works. If not, I might have to buy one that can cut through this, but this should be fairly easy, I think, to drill through. I'll be back with that. Alright, so if you missed the first part, we're installing the Redline Tuning bars here. I have to drill this out, and the reason for it is this chrome piece has to go inside there for this bracket. They did provide us with a nice drill bit, step drill bit. I don't know if it's any good. We'll find out here in a second. Hopefully it doesn't damage my my car. And we have to go down to the 5/8, which is pretty low here, according to the instructions. It doesn't want to focus. So we're expanding that hole pretty big. But yeah, so this is gonna go here to that hole, pretty much something like that. I put this little cardboard here just to catch any of the metal filings so it doesn't fall into the nice components in there. Alright, we'll be back once I have those holes drilled out and then these installed. I might put a little, this isn't in the instructions, but I might put a little bit of gasket under here to create a better seal, because they said they recommend touching up the finish. I don't have any paint, so I'm just going to do the gasket, and it might be good enough. And it'll also keep water from getting in there from at least this port, and the rest, you know, probably get in here. But you know, Redline, you should have done it to this one here. I wouldn't have to drill anything. It's not that far off. Just make the tube a little longer. Anyway, alright, I'll be back. Alright, I'm going to try to record this. I'm not sure what view you'll get, but we're going to try our best here. I put a little electrical tape on the fitting so I don't go below. I got the drill set on drill, and we'll see if it's an easy thing. Here we go, no turning back. Try to be it nice and straight. Make sure I'm not going on the top of the car. Jeez. All right, it's cutting pretty easy. Let's see if I can get some more light. Okay, it's the 5/8 mark. That's a pretty big hole. But the drill bit did it pretty quick. They're all the metal shavings. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and do the other side. And I probably won't film that side, but and then we'll come back with the brackets. Alright, so we have both holes drilled out. It was actually pretty easy. It's not that sharp either. I think I did it to the right measurement, hopefully. Never used that tool before. But it's a clean cut. Definitely, these shits are, sorry if I cursed, but these shits are sharp. So I do recommend putting something down. I still got some stuff, like you see. But these things, man, you don't want a splinter of this. So I'm gonna put, this is what I have here. It's the Ultra Black gasket maker. From what I researched, this doesn't corrode the paint. The clear one does. So you don't want to use the clear one, use the black one. So it doesn't corrode. I don't think this has any of the acids that the clear has. So we're just going to basically put it on here, on this, this base, to create a seal between this and this. Now that's not in the instructions. I don't know if it's recommended, but I'm going to do it. All right, and we'll be back with that. All right, so I just put a thin layer of the gasket, put it all over. It doesn't really matter. It's not gonna affect the final product. They said to put it in at an angle. It slides right in, and then I pull down a little bit. All right, we'll pull down a little bit. I'll try to put this down here so I can tighten. So we're gonna push the washer up, and we're just gonna try to tighten. There it goes. Okay. I'll clean up the excess that kind of went everywhere and split it up and a little bit. Now it says to tighten this with a 13mm socket on the instructions. Let's clean it real quick. All right, let me get a 13mm socket here. Okay, says tighten ball stud using 13mm socket, wrench, repeat on second hole. Doesn't say how tight, so we're just gonna do, you know, what I think is probably too tight, but I'll try. There we go. I don't know if this is a 13mm or a 12. Feels a little too big. There it goes. Okay. Seems good enough. Give it a couple good turns. Clean all the excess of the spill out here. Okay, that's the one side. we'll go ahead and repeat it, and then I'll be back, and then we'll install the struts. All right, so you basically just rock it back and forth until this pops in. This one you have to turn a little bit. I had to turn it a little bit there. See, I just twist, and then I have to push the hood up a little bit for it to reach. And then the same thing, you just rock it back and forth from this hole to that little notch there. I wish I had a way to prop it so you can see it. Maybe I might be able to. Let me see, hold on. I'm gonna try there. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see. We'll try. Let me take this out. And just push the hood up a little bit. And there. There you have it. They're installed on both sides. There's that side. Probably could clean this up a little bit. It's just the silicone for the gasket. And this side's in as well. Now we test. We'll see if it closes good and then how it opens. Pause it here real quick. All right, so the struts are the only thing that are holding it up now. So we'll see if it closes pretty good. It's a little firm. It's a little firm on the pull down. Let's try the open. See how it opens. I don't know if I'm supposed to push it up or if I just unlatch it. The heck's the latch? Okay, so you just don't unlatch it. You have to push it a little bit. All right, about maybe this high, and I feel the springs taking over. So overall pretty good. What scares me a little bit is when it's coming down, they feel a little wobbly, but let me see if I do it from the center. Okay, maybe if you do it from the middle. Yeah. Overall pretty happy with it. Hopefully this helps you guys. I hear they're one of the best ones out there. Let me know in the comments. Thanks.